Hey guys, good evening. Hope y'all enjoying your day. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Give me to 250 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Follow me on my social media platforms, Tariq Adams, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. How are you guys doing on this lovely Wednesday? I hope all is well with you. Which I got going on today. It's almost Friday. So let's get into it. It's gonna be, I don't know if this is gonna be a story time or like a rant, whatever. But this is gonna be like kind of like a part 2 of the story time, or like this video I did. I think it's called DL Men versus confident women or whatever. And yeah, so basically I was over at my mom's house like a couple of days, like about a week ago, and the same guy that said that inappropriate like thing about me that I thought I heard or whatever, he had like randomly gave me his, but like we was talking in the store or whatever, and he was just saying hi to me and stuff like that. And like one thing about it, he always like touch me like on my arm or just do like this, like, and I'm like, why do he always touch me or whatever? I'm like, I think he liked me or whatever, but I don't know, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. And then I was on my porch just getting some air and meditating and everything, and he just came. And mind you, like in the video I had said like he seemed like he controlling, and he seemed like he insecure, and he seemed like he DL or whatever. And sometimes you have to, sometimes like with situations like that, like if you have discernment and everything, you have to really judge a book by its cover, and energy doesn't lie. Like I could just tell that he was that type of person just because by his energy. And I don't know. So basically I was on my mom's porch, and he just came like to the porch. I'm like, oh, what's up? Like he just came like over there, and he gave me his number. He's like, oh, you could use it tonight. And I'm like, first of all, that's like a red flag. Like talking about, oh, I could use it tonight. Like you didn't ask me, can I call you or anything. That's like the first red flag. I'm like, oh yeah, he might be controlling like I had thought or whatever. I had ripped up his number when I got home. I'm like, I'm not using his number. And then I don't know, I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what, maybe he might be different. Maybe I judge him by just like looking at him and just, you know, I don't, like I said, I don't judge a book by its cover, but in this situation I should have. But yeah, I got his number like out the trash. I got his number out the trash. I'm like, let me just text him and call him. And the conversation was okay or whatever. He was like telling me what he do for a living, telling me how old he is. And the second red flag is that he said he's a Scorpio, but he said his birthday is November. And I'm like, oh, maybe November Scorpios are different or whatever. Because my ex was a October Scorpio. My ex birthday was on Halloween. So I was like, oh yeah, maybe he's different or whatever. So let me just not judge him and not like compare him to other guys that I dealt with and stuff like that. And so yeah, I was just telling him like, oh yeah, my ex was a Scorpio and his birthday was October, and he was just like, he wasn't like a good guy. I didn't really go into details like I usually do, because I learned that if you go into details about what you went through, the people will like be like, oh, let me top that, whatever, and they start acting just the same, or they start acting weirder than what you went through, because like people just want to play these games or whatever. So basically we just talking or whatever, and you know, he like, oh, like trying to tell me that he's a good cook and everything. And I was like, oh, you don't take girls out to dinner or nothing like that? He's like, yeah. He's like, but sometimes I really don't go out to eat. And I was like, yeah, I haven't went out to eat in a while. And I was like, oh, I don't come over everybody's house. I was like, I don't go to people's house. And I was like, I don't be eating everybody's food. And like the next conversation we had, he mentioned that, and I guess he felt some type of way about it. And I was like, well, I don't. Like, you can't eat everybody's food. Like, it's a neighbor that I was eating her food, and I had a dream that she put ACID on me. Like, she tried to throw that ACID on me. So it's like, that's why I don't eat everybody's food. Everybody can't cook. You don't know what the hell they put in their food. People be doing weird stuff, be doing, witchcraft and stuff. You never know what people are doing to their food. They could be spitting your food, anything. So yeah, he got offended or whatever. And then as the conversation went on, he was like I was telling him like, oh, what my dreams. I was like, what's your dreams and aspirations in life? And I guess he working 9 to 5 or whatever. And you know, it's no shade to nobody that works a 9 to 5, but it's like I don't like when people try to be feeling insecure about, especially guys. Like guys are very more insecure than women, and I don't like when people try to like low key humble me or try to like downplay what I'm doing just because they getting insecure about it and their ego is getting bruised just because I have like dreams and aspirations in life. Because he was saying how, you know, he just want to, you know, work hard and retire. And, you know, it's nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm not trying to downplay what you're doing. And it's like, that's why I'm like, oh yeah, he is controlling, because I was like, yeah, I was like, my dreams and aspirations in life is to build financial wealth. And he like cut me off, and one thing about it, that's another red flag. One thing about it, I hate when people cut me off when I'm talking. That's very rude. And it's like he felt kind of triggered by what I had said, because he tried to put me in the same category as everybody else that he like dealt with or talked to, like women that he talked to or whatever, talking about, oh, one thing about it, all the women that I talk to, they always talk about money. They always talk about financial wealth and all this other stuff. Or not financial wealth. They always talking about generational wealth and stuff like that. And I'm like, I was like, don't cut me off. I said, that's my rule. I said, I was talking or whatever. I was like, don't try to change what I'm saying. Like, don't do that. And so I finished talking about what I was saying. Is like, every time I would talk about different things, he would just try to like cut me off. Like I was like, oh yeah, if I want to build financial wealth. And like he already know, oh, I can't tell you, dang. But I said, yeah, like I want to have a career where I help others out. And, you know, I didn't tell him all my dreams and aspirations in life, because I'm not going to have you project on me just because you don't feel that you can do that, or you don't feel that, you know, like people be projecting, like basically if you're doing something, they will project because they don't see that in themselves. So they'll try to like tear your dreams and goals and aspirations in life and stuff like that. And it's like, I'm not doing that, so why you trying to like cut me off every time you don't agree with what I'm saying and stuff like that? Like, I don't like that. And I'm like, yeah, I knew he was, I don't know, I could tell he kind of controlled it. I don't know, it's something about, I don't know, like God really has gave me wisdom and discernment about people. And I have learned a lot of like different human behaviors about people. And one thing about it, shout out to your level of groove, she was like, the thing that you're most like talented about, they like people would tear you down about it. And like y'all know I was in a mental hospital I've been out the mental hospital for like almost 10 years on June. And it's just crazy that I just learned a lot of things about people. I mean, this don't got nothing to do with the story time, but this ties into what I'm about to say. So basically, I like had spiritual attacks, and I'm pretty sure it was like, you know, some family members and like ex-friends and exes and stuff like trying to put spiritual attacks on me to try to attack my mind and stuff. And I'm very good at like human behavior and like just, you know, studying people and learning different things and learning like, you know, like human behavior, like learning different things about how people think and how they react and all the projection and stuff like that, and the mental games they be trying to play and stuff like that. So yeah, like he tried to really low-key humble me and try to be like jealous that I want to build financial wealth and try to put me in a category and try to like stereotype me. And I said, yeah, I cut that off real quick. And then like he tried to like, I think the conversation before, the conversation afterwards, he was like trying to like put word curses on me, talking about, oh, cause what he said, you don't want to be walking on the street. This don't even make no sense what he was saying. That's how I know he's trying to put a word curse on me, because he gonna say, oh, you gonna be walking down the street and they say, you know, you're gonna get hit by a train or whatever. And I was like, don't say that. I said, I rebuke that. I was like, I was like, the devil is a liar. I said, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Like, I was like, don't be trying to put that on me. Like, I'm like, yeah, he don't like me. He threatened by me. He want me to, get unalive. He don't like, he's threatened by me. Like, he just hates my, he just dislikes my existence, just for me to exist. And one thing about it, like, before he gave me his number and stuff, like I said, I knew he was that type of person. I don't know, it's just something about, like I said, I have discernment and stuff, so I knew he was that type of person whenever. And when I just ripped up his number, I should have just left it ripped up, because it's like, now you like what Mel said, you love her Google. She was like one thing about it. She was like, a person will like you from afar, but as soon as they have an interactment with you, they try to like tear you down and try to like humble you just because they insecure about, like, they be like, oh you really like that, like you really like secure on what you say you are, and you really like know yourself, and you really have an identity. I'm gonna tear that down because I feel threatened by it, and I have low self-esteem, and my ego is so bruised that I basically don't really like strong, intelligent, beautiful women, especially black women. Like, a lot of black women get teared down because they try to like suppress us so much with different things that they try to put on us. And it's like, that's why a lot of women, and there's just like a lot of women are really suppressed and everything, and that's why they can't really, especially with other women would tear tear other women down because they be threatened, and they project a lot too. But these guys are really projecting just because they insecure with themselves, and they don't like a strong black woman because it really bruises their ego. So they gotta humble them, especially like if they're driven and everything, they have motivation. Like, if they motivated to do better in their life, and like you see like if a guy like this situation right here that I'm talking about, like this guy, he just was threatened or whatever, and so I just what I had said, I think I would be a little messy, not really messy, but I'm just gonna, and one thing about him, and oh, that's the thing too, I had deleted, I should have just blocked his number. I should have just kept his number blocked or whatever, because I did have extra texts with him, and he was like trying to convince me so bad that he's not a narcissist, and then you turn around and do this. That's why I said I thank God for just giving me a sign that you should have just kept that number ripped up, because I don't have the text, but I remember he said, oh, I'm not a narcissist, oh, I'm not a weirdo, like trying to convince me to like be low-key coming to his house and stuff. Like, he really didn't say he wanted me to come to his house, but he kept on like making innuendos for me coming over his house, talking about, oh yeah, I'm not a pervert and all this other stuff. And one thing about it, I'm not saying he's a pervert, but you are a narcissist, because one thing about narcissists, they have to feel in control. Because I'm telling you, the conversation just kind of went left, and he's trying to like change who I was, talking about, yeah, I like people that talk SHIC, because if they talk SHIC, you can tell that they really care about you. No, they not putting up with your BS. You're toxic. Like, talking about, oh, I'm not a narcissist, but you trying to control the whole conversation and trying to cut me off every time you feel like threatened about what I'm saying. Like, it's mad weird. But I saw him in the store on the 8th, like Sunday. I saw him in the store, and I guess he was on the phone, whatever, and he usually be like, not really on my body, but he try to be acting like he not really looking at me. And that's the thing about people, like they act like they really don't see you, but they really be seeing you, whatever. And so I was like, you acting mad weird. You know what I said? I said, you avoiding me. I was like, you avoiding me or whatever. And I walked out the store, and then he was like, I was on the phone. Because mind you, he really don't, and I'm not trying to like control people and have them like call me when I want them to call me at the same time. It's like, you the one who gave me your number. But that's the thing, like Mel has said, like, and I'm sorry to like keep on referring to Mel, but that's she's really dope. Her channel is Your Lover of Guru. Y'all should check her out. She's really dope. And she has a channel called Children of the Light. She's really dope. She's an inspiration, man. But yeah, one thing about it, she was like, what was I about to say? She was like, a guy will humble you by like not answering your call, or like giving you their number, or getting your number and then just ignore you, or like ghosting you. That's what she said. I think she said like a guy will ghost you, like just to try to humble you or whatever. And so I was like, he gonna say, yeah, I was on the phone. And I was like, yeah, I know. I said, I see your phone is working, LOL, because like, why did you give me your number? Like, that's the thing about guys that I be like meeting. I be attracting so many weird people. Like, I was like, yeah, I know. I see your phone is working, because why you acting weird? And then yesterday, it was my mom's birthday. Shout out to my mom. I went over there after I got her a cake and some flowers. And yeah, I was sitting on the porch again, and I was asking God just to like have me avoid him, because like he's controlling. He's a narcissist. He wanna like try to play these little mind games that people be playing. Then they get mad when you could play the game better than them. Like Mel was like, this is chess, not checkers. And I don't know how to play checkers. I don't know how to play chess physically, but I know how to play it mentally, because it's like I've been dealing with people trying to like play mind games with me so much. Like I told my mom, I said I could be a good manipulator. I could be a good like user and a person that take advantage of people. But I don't do that. I choose not to do that. And people will really be mad because you're not like that. People will really be mad about your spirit, about your anointing. They'll be really jealous and insecure that you're a good person. And people will jealous that you have a good heart and that you're like authentic. People hate the fact that you are like, with me, they hate the fact that I'm authentic and stuff, and I keep it real and I'm very blunt. And one thing about it, he kept on saying like, oh yeah, I was like, I had joked and said, I was like, oh yeah, you trying to I was like, I had made like a deep voice, and I was like, oh, I was like, oh, I was like mocking him. I was like, let me see if she got a backbone and all this other stuff. One thing about that, I hate when people like try to act like a quiet person is a punk or something. Like, one thing about it, I'm not a punk or whatever. I'm just like mad quiet. Like, I choose my battles, but at the same time, I'm not gonna let nobody try to run all over me. Like, I did that before with people like trying to run all over me when I was younger. But I am 36 years old. I'm not gonna be having you like overtalk me and try to like change what I'm saying just because you threatened by what I'm saying, and just because your ego is so bruised and so low that you don't like a strong black woman. That's why I said DL men versus confident women. It's like a part 2 or whatever, because it's like, girl, why did you just not like, if you knew you just gonna rip up his number, why did you get out of the trash and call him or text him and interact with him? Like, you already knew. But I try not to judge a book by its cover, but sometimes you have to. And then I was like, on Sunday, because he had saw me outside minding my business, and he like looked up, like he on the corner, whatever, and he was like, oh, he's like, hey, how you doing? And I looked the other way. I didn't see him. And I was like, oh, now you could talk. And he walked away, and then he came back. I'm like, he came back at the corner. He came back at the corner talking about, oh, what's going on? I was like, oh, now you could talk. I kept on saying that because what do you want? Now you could talk. You playing these fucking games. I don't got time for this. And so I said, see how it feels to leave people. Oh yeah, that's the thing too. He left me on red when I had made the other comment. Oh yeah, when I said your phone working, LOL. But I was like, see how it feels to leave somebody on red. I said, I don't like to be ignored and people want to act funny with me. I said, you got my number, because that's what I told him too. I said, you got my number. I said, you want to talk? I said, you know how to talk now. I said, you got my number or whatever. And I was like, you got my number, and you don't be calling or text me. I said, tell me what type of game are you playing, or what's up? I said, I don't like confusion. Like, one thing about it, people don't like, and he left me already again. So I'm like, yeah, I need to just leave this dude alone. I was right about him. God already showed me within not even a week, like basically 2 days, 2 or 3 days, I was communicating with this guy. And years, like not even years, like last year, I already said how he was like trying to be jealous because I had my, be jealous because I had my pink on and stuff like that. You can't really see it. I got pink on, but you can't really see it. But yeah, he was like kind of low key jealous and insecure and trying to call me like a drag queen and all this other stuff. Like, one thing about it, and I keep on saying one thing about it. I know you're like, girl, shut up with that one thing about it. But for real, he was like, I don't know, trying to like humble me and trying to say, oh, I look like a drag queen because I guess I had too much eyeshadow on or whatever. And my mom even like, I told my mom, I was like, I was getting better at eyeshadow, whatever. And she gonna say, I don't know if she was projecting or what. Like, trying to make me feel bad because I don't know. But she was like, oh yeah, you don't want to look like a clown. I'm like, and I told her, I was like, why did you say that? I said, I felt some type of way when you said I don't want to look like a clown. I was like, I was telling you I was, good at my makeup. And like, sometimes people don't like compliment, even though I don't have to get like validation, but it would be nice to get like a little compliment from my mom here and there. Like, we was on the phone. I'm sorry to ramble, guys, but we was on the phone earlier or whatever, and like I had put up a picture from my memory. It was like 15 slideshows of me, and they made like in a collage or whatever, and I had put 15 pictures up, and I said 15 shades of Tarika, and she was trying to like, I'm losing weight and I lost a lot of weight and stuff. I'll be drinking my detox tea. I drink my detox tea. I'm selling it right now. My account is active. I'm gonna post my link in my thing because they changed up the new link or whatever. But yeah, she was like trying to say, oh, one of the pictures, like, she didn't even compliment me. She's like, one of the pictures, you looked kind of chunky in the face in one of the pictures. And I'm like, I was like, that was in the past. I said, I lost a lot of weight. Now I'm losing a lot of weight. I said, you brought up that picture of me looking big and stuff. Like, why do people do that? And like, he tried to really try to make me feel bad about my makeup and stuff. Like, I'm getting good at my eyeshadow and being threatened by women. That's why I said in that video, like, a lot of people are very insecure, especially if you're confident in everything. And it's so crazy. Like, I'm like, wow, I knew not to just, I don't know, it was just something about him just really cutting me off and talking about, oh yeah, you're very intelligent. Basically trying to tell me don't talk, like I can't talk because oh yeah, I'm very intelligent. Even though he didn't say that, he said it because he was like, oh, you're very intelligent, so you don't need to so let me talk because I'm going to keep on interrupting you and keep on cutting you off. And I'm like, don't do that. I said that's my rule. I said, you cut me off and stuff. And I was like, I asked him before, like when I first met him, I was like, oh, what's your name? Because he don't have I can't even say his name. I didn't even name him. That's crazy. That's how you know that I already don't like this dude like that. But I was like, he said his name, it started with an L, whatever. But he gave me a name that started with an M. And I'm like, oh, what's your real name or whatever? And he gave me his name. And I'm like, what type of name is that? And like, he tried to humble me, like, with, I forgot what else he said, but he tried to, like, low-key, I don't know, tried to, like, when he was trying to humble me and try to, like, cut me off and do all this weird stuff, I was like, what type of name is that? Like, I was like, what type of name is that? I said, and I told my mom, I said, how are you humbling somebody about what they got going on and what their dreams are and stuff like that, and you feeling threatened? I said, you don't even you're not even proud of your own name. Like, you giving people fake names and stuff. You ain't even proud of your own name. So that's how you can't even be proud of nobody. Because I was telling him I got a YouTube and I was telling him I got an Instagram, and it's like, it was silent. It was real silent, just like with my ex-friend, when I told her, like, I did like a little study thing. I was getting money for doing this little study thing, and I told her, I said my IQ was very high. It was above average, and she was quiet. That's how I know she's gonna, like, she was jealous, gonna be doing weird stuff. And he did the same thing. I'm like, yeah, he's jealous. Like, that's why you gotta really, like, if God is if you not saying you have to judge everybody. You don't have to, like, basically what I'm trying to say is you don't have to you can't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes you have to, especially if you already dealt with similar people. And like I say, you can't always compare everybody to everybody. You can't compare people to your past, like, situations or relationships that you've been through or whatever. That's like with friendship or with, like, relationship. You can't compare them. But at the same time, if you feeling a sign that it's like, if you feeling a sign that's familiar and stuff like that, then 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be the same situation. They're gonna try to, like, do it in a different angle, but it's always gonna be coming to, like, a head that is the same way. And it's like, it's crazy how God really showed me that within like 2 or 3 days of us communicating over the phone. And it's like the fact that he tried to try to convince me that he's not a narcissist and not like a weirdo and not like a creep or whatever. And I'm like, are you a creep? Like, I'm not saying you are, but you already showed me that you're a narcissist. So it's like, are you a creep? Because you trying to convince me you're not a narcissist, yet you're trying to control the conversation. You're trying to talk over me because you feel threatened about what I'm saying, that I have, like, ambition, and I'm very driven, and that I'm a goal getter or whatever. Like, one thing about it, you have to be careful of guys, that anybody, but this is a situation where you have to be careful with guys that are threatened by just who you are. They want to basically they are a distraction. That's what Mel was saying too. Like, people are distractions, and this person was like low-key a distraction. And the fact that you're mad because I'm ignoring you on the porch, and you leave me on red again being weird, but you just say you wasn't a weirdo. You really is contradicting yourself. And that's the one thing about it. People always want to contradict themselves and try to make it seem like they something that they not, because they so threatened that you are who you say you are. Like, people are really threatened that I'm authentic and I am who I say I am. And it's like, you always want to, like, he was trying to, like, argue, not really argue, but like I say, he was like, oh yeah, if a person don't argue with me, they really don't care about me. No, they're not toxic like you. Why are you arguing? That's not toxic, that's abuse. That going back and forth with people, that's abuse. That's not normal at all. Abuse is not normal at all. I'm sorry if I can't say that word, but yeah, that's not normal at all. That's really toxic. And I know I should have just left this guy alone. I know I should have just left this guy alone, because he really is who I thought he was. And I don't know what I'm gonna name this. I was gonna name it sometimes you have to judge a book by its cover, or I was gonna name it watch out for men that always try to watch out for men that are threatened by you. Or I don't know what I should name it, guys. But I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. I know I haven't did a story time in a while. I didn't know what to write, or what to I'm talking about writing. I didn't know what to say in my story time. I mean, I didn't know what story time to do, because it's like, I'm not running out of story time, but it's just like, the story times I want to do, like, I want to do those story times over, because they wasn't as long, because my phone be tripping. I got to get a new phone. I got to invest in a new phone, whatever. But yeah, like, it's been a minute since I did a story time, because I was just doing like rants, or I was just like reading the Bible and stuff like that. And yeah, guys, if God is showing you a sign, or if you been asking for discernment, God will give it to you. You have to be careful of people, or just men, period, that are threatened by you, are threatened that you are driven, are threatened that you just beautiful, and they want to try to humble you by being weird and contradicting themselves and trying to make it seem like there's something that they're not. just to try to lower, just to try to make you comfortable so you could try to lower your standards, or lower your boundaries. Like people like what I'm trying to say, like lower your I can't think of what I'm trying to say. Basically like get you to feel comfortable so they could like try to manipulate you by saying that they something that they not, to get you comfortable to like hang out with them, and then you never know, it might not be what it really is. Like he was so not threatened, but he was so upset that I said I didn't want to go to his, like basically I don't go over people's house, and I said yes, I don't go over everybody's house, and I said I don't eat everybody's food. Talking about, yeah, I don't have people. What he said, he don't like women cooking for me. He's like, he don't like women cooking for him. He choose the cooking and everything and stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't eat everybody cooking. He got so offended, and he got offended. Like I said, he got offended about the comment I made about financial wealth and generational wealth and stuff like that. Why wouldn't you want to build generational wealth so your generations after you won't struggle like people like you have been struggling? That's like mad selfish. One thing about it, he is kind of, it seemed like that comment made him feel some type of way because he threatened that I have goals and ambition. And it's like, you have to be careful with people that's threatened by you, especially these guys. They are more threatened and insecure than a lot of women out here. And women be trying to tear you down as well. Don't let nobody try to tear you down. Don't let nobody try to stop your dreams and goals, and don't let nobody try to project on you their insecurities just because they didn't finish something, or just because they don't see it for themselves. They don't see that they can build generational wealth to themselves. Don't let people try to project on you. Just keep on going. Just keep on keep on being driven. Watch videos to motivate you. Like, try to do affirmations. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I do attract the right people that has the same mindset as me. I am the one that's going to be a generational curse breaker. I am a multi-millionaire. I am the first multi-millionaire in my family. I am love. I am kind. I am peace. Like, you have to say these affirmations to yourself, because people will try to come in your life to be a distraction and to tear you down because they are insecure and they're projecting their insecurities onto you. So like, if they feel like they can't do it, they feel like you can't do it either, or they just don't want you to get above them. Not even get above them, but they don't want you to do better than you. People, they always don't want you to do better than you. It's like you could do good. Sometimes they don't want you to be even good, do good. Sometimes they just really threatened by your anointing and who you are, and just that you exist. People will hate the fact that you exist. You have to get rid of people like that in your life, because they'll tear you down. They'll keep you stagnant from what God purpose that he has for you in your life. Just get rid of people like that, especially these guys, especially these women, whoever is jealous of you and your family, everybody. Just get rid of people like that. The only thing that matters is God, how you treat others, how you react to things. You can only control yourself. God gives us free will. He don't even force us to have a relationship with him. So you shouldn't force nobody to be in your life, or you shouldn't want to have people tear you down and project on you just because they insecure or they threaten about what you got going on. Just keep on moving, stay in your lane. But one thing about it, you don't let nobody try to tear you down. You tell it like it is. You either in my life to build me up, or you out of my life because you tearing me down. It's either or. You can't have it both ways. Don't let nobody tear you down and try to tell you you can't do nothing just because they can't do nothing, or just because they don't want you to do good. But I hope y'all have a lovely day. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Give me to 250 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Follow me on my social media platforms, Tyreek Adams, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Yeah, guys, get rid of these toxic people that want to just tear you down. People just want to remind you of your past or who you used to be and stuff like that. Like, call me that my mom, man. I'm like, Mom, why you bring up the fact that I was kind of chunky in the face? Like, you can't even give me a compliment on me losing weight and stuff like that. But this story time wasn't about that. But it just ties in on, people just projecting and stuff like that. But and I no shade to my mom. I love my mom. If you watch this, mommy, I love you. But I told you about the comment. I already told you, so it ain't no beef or nothing like that. I hope y'all enjoy y'all day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.